Okay, so maybe it drains part of it, I guess. Okay, so let's undo that. Oh, it did drain it fully. Nice. And there we go. We're going for a ride. Oh shit. I was trying to get him to jump off the ledge and actually deactivated it. Oh, we can't do it. Oh yeah, we can. I was about to say we can't do it anymore because of the puzzle, but we can. Just have him step off. Damn, he's frozen in midair. Look at that. We left him frozen in the midair. How the hell is that even possible? What sorcery is this? Look at that. The man is floating in midair. What the hell? Hello everyone. Welcome back to Blood Omen 2. And we are now going to tackle the Sarafan Keep. Chapter 5, House of My Enemy. So it's finally time to infiltrate the Sarafan fortress over here. Looks very picturesque despite the limited graphics, right? It looked pretty good in the intro. Guessing I'm gonna have to take advantage of mist form. There we go. We can start off with a nice sneak attack. And unfortunately for them, these guys are not armed with the glyph armor, so they can't detect us. Damn, look at that, right through the armor. Nice start. It's funny that they leave it that unguarded with just a few guards outside, but I'm guessing by this time there's so few vampires left, they're not really threatened by them. Hold L2 and select charm. Press circle to target victims, press circle to activate again. Okay, so that's telling you how to use the charm ability we got from, was it Marcus? But let's see first, can we? No, we can't go over there. I wanted to see if we could kill that one guy, but nah. How are you all doing? I had a pretty nice weekend and pretty nice day yesterday. Won $598 from golf on the weekend, and then I won 400 more yesterday, so all in all, not a bad haul for 2 days time. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna get using that money, but there we go. Why are their faces painted? Or are those masks that they're wearing? Alright, there we go. Thank you, good sir, for letting me in there. Doesn't even remember anything. Nice. We're not gonna kill him though, he's just a nobody, of no real relevance, you know. No need to slay him. He could come in handy later. Okay, so the steam is blocked. Can we use jump on that guy? There we go. Damn, that guy saw us. But it doesn't look like he's blabbing to the authorities, so it should be pretty good. He didn't alert anyone Metal Gear style. What's in here anyway? Oh, we got some lore. Oh no, that's to fix the sword. Even though we really shouldn't, because we need the trophy for breaking those 10 weapons, but it's there, might as well take advantage of it. This game reminds me that I really have to play Call of Cthulhu eventually, the one on the Xbox, the first Xbox. I want to track down that game, but it's $50. Not quite as bad as it used to be. It used to be like 70 or 80, but it's still a pretty big chunk of change for a used game. Oh, here comes the Sarafan. Get lost. God damn. I was about to say get lost, fool, but he's actually competent. You gotta try hard, Kane. Competent, but not very tough. Yeah, he's competent, but not too sturdy. Okay, we need to move that battery somewhere. So I was thinking about the new game coming out. Since that analyst I told you made a video on it. By the way, his channel is called Strictly Fantasy. I was mispronouncing his channel name. It's not Simply Fantasy, it's Strictly Fantasy. But he was going over the new game, the new 2D game, and some of the criticisms people have of it. And how apparently that comic is very awful in the way it treats lore and everything. But I don't think it's that big of a deal because whatever that new character Ilalith, or whatever her name is, does in the comics, she doesn't make it to the Soul Reaver 1 era, right? She dies, so she's not active anymore, so you know, she's not relevant to the story past that one particular time period. Trying to figure out where we put this. So whatever ways that comic messes with the lore, I don't think it's relevant, right? Huh. What are we supposed to do there? Yeah, so like she's basically ancient history, so it's not even really relevant to anything Raziel or Kane do in the future in the Soul Reaver era. So also, if the game seems to be just like a compilation of, you know, Legacy of Kane's greatest hits, which is what it seems to be, you know, it's mainly just gonna be reliving different scenes from Kane and Raziel's journeys. Like we see Janos fighting off the Sarafan in 2D sprites, of course. So that's what it seems to be, just a compilation of Nosgoth's greatest hits, basically. So if that's the case, and that's what it is, and some additional material with her, then I don't think it'll be too bad, because then we're just reliving different points in Nosgoth's history, except in 2D instead of 3D this time. Because I think if they were to actually make what do we do with this battery? If they were to actually make a new 3D game, I imagine they would try to consult with Amy Hennig somehow on her new company and get her involved so she could actually write it. So I don't think we have too much to worry about with that 2D game. Like, mainly I just hope it's fun, but even if it's a mess lore wise, as long as it's fun, like I said, if this is just Legacy of Kane's greatest hits and we're just reliving some of the fights, like, you know, the Malkaya fight and the Zephon fight, and we're just doing that in 2D, and some of the fights we haven't seen with Kane, if that's what we're doing for most of the game, then oh, I see what we have to do. Then I think it should be alright, even if the lore is a mess with her included. She's only one of 3 playable characters. 4 actually, if you count pre-Wraith Raziel with his wings. So any lore, that's what I was saying, like any lore that relates to her is pretty much irrelevant by the time Soul Reaver 1 comes around and Kane and Raziel get their journey started, right? Because it's just she's dead by that time. So like I said, it's just an interesting little point in history that they're going over. Like, I think they're just testing the waters, you know, to see if there's interest in a new game, period, you know. And then if they see that it's received well, then they'll do an actual you know, an actual new game. I mean, they do have the outline for Dark Prophecy. A lot more information has been coming forward about what was supposed to be. Like, I was reading an article just now, and apparently they did explain that the seer from this game is a half vampire, half other species hybrid. I'm not gonna mention them here, but they did explain her backstory, and then they did give like a little summary of what Kane was supposed to do at Malik's Bastion. So like, they do have the bare details. They just need to pull Amy Hennig back to connect it all. You know, maybe it could be a cooperation between her company, which I forget what the name is, but her company and Crystal Dynamics. Because Crystal Dynamics is in no shape to be doing any new game for this series right now. They're focused on Tomb Raider. You know, they're focused on putting out Tomb Raider, that Atlantis thing. And then the other new Tomb Raider game they're also working on, which is a sequel to the Atlantis one. So like, they're in no shape to be doing any major game for this series in any case. You know, they don't have the time or priorities right now. They have to wait until like next year at least, until those games are released and everything's done. I assume the interest is there, or else they wouldn't have authorized all this stuff, but they're in no shape to do anything about it right now. And obviously Amy Hennig is busy with the Black Panther and Captain America game, Marvel 1943, is it? The Rise of Hydra. So she's gonna be busy with that for a while. So even if you are worried about the 2D game disrespecting the lore and everything, that the truth is there's actually no there's no real initiative to do a fully 3D new Legacy of Kain game anyway, because all the important people are busy on different projects, so it won't work regardless. But yeah, I think that this game is being made by some company called Bitbox Media, which I'd never heard of them before this comic, but I think they just saw their opportunity and took it. And the people who own Crystal Dynamics and the franchise in general just said, I think it was Embracer, just said, oh well, go for it. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a big major thing. I don't think Ilalef, or whatever her name is gonna become a central character in this series. Like, some people are saying, oh, they're gonna ruin it because they're gonna make it, you know, crappy, and she's gonna replace Razio and Kane. She's gonna displace Kane. It's like, I really don't think that's gonna happen, because one, like I said, they're in no shape to do a new 3D game anyway at the moment. That will have to wait a couple of years. Yeah, let's take advantage of that. That thief woman had balls infiltrating the Sarafan Keep and trying to rob them. I like that the enemies actually fight each other here. You can see the knight was fighting with her, so they're not just ignoring you and going for Kane. They actually are trying to fight each other too. Although I read that later on, some of the greater demons we encounter will not fight the spider demons for whatever reason. Even though the spider demons are pitifully weak compared to them. You know, they're much weaker, but apparently they will not fight them for... Maybe it's a lore reason. Maybe they see them as kindred, or maybe even though the spiders are weak to Kane's attack, maybe some of their attacks actually would work on the major demons we encounter later on. Damn, he took her out quickly. Can we take him out though? Come on, fool, move! What are you doing? Ah, screw this, whatever. Not gonna wait 5 minutes for him to turn around. So yeah, I think that should be alright. Like, if nothing else, it's a fun diversion. The little Metroidvania style, something the series has never tried before, you know. Because obviously Metroidvanias weren't invented at the time this game was released, you know. All we had was Castlevania, and then Diablo, the 2D RPG scroll or whatever, which was inspired by Blood Omen 2. Like, it's funny how people were saying, I read a couple comments, I think it was on YouTube, saying that the demons looked like they were inspired by Diablo, because it was talking about the graphical upgrades to Soul Reaver and Soul Reaver 2. I was surprised he didn't like some of it. Like Kane, I thought Kane's design was very well done. He didn't like the fact that that Kane looks like he's bug-eyed in the game. It didn't bother me. Like I figured vampires would have bigger, larger eyes, you know, since they're nocturnal creatures. That didn't bother me in the slightest. I was more bothered by Mobius. That's one thing I agreed on him from that channel, Strictly Fantasy. Like they did kind of screw up Mobius's redesign because his face was less expressive than it was before. Like that one, they probably should have just left it largely alone, just giving him better skin and textures. But they did kind of screw that one up. I'll give him that. And some of the environmental designs weren't quite up to par. You could see when we were playing that game, some of the crystals, like the ancient fortresses, were they were subpar. They actually looked better before, but we've already gone over all that stuff and probable reasons for why some of those things did not work as well as they should have. You know, the explanations for why Soul Reaver 1 looked so good and then Soul Reaver 2 barely. Motherfucker! God damn! Are you kidding me? Yes, report it. Yes, attach it. God damn, that sucks. We gotta do the... We should have saved. God damn. Now we gotta start over, so... I guess we're just gonna speed run through it. We're just gonna kill those 3 guys quickly in 5 minutes. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, wait a second. We do have a backup on. The following save data that was backed up by the system will be restored. Hell yeah, restore it. I see the remaster. Well, this isn't really a remaster support, but I see the port did not fix the bug from the PlayStation 2 era and the Xbox era. Nice. That's why this game needs a top to bottom remake from the ground up. That also explains why you should save before. I mean, why you should save after every save screen, because now we got to go back to 1%. So that sucks. That sucks. So you know, we're not gonna waste any time doing this stuff, because we're just gonna head straight for this guy. Just kill him. Here you go, jackass. Yeah, it's just no mercy. Give that sword. Yeah, it's just speedrun Kane's massacre here. Let's just speedrun through it. Whatever. Let's charm this fool. Alright, let's open up the door. And you know what? I was gonna let this guy live, but now that I'm pissed over the bug that just happened, fuck this guy. No witnesses. Screw him. Fuck that guy. No witnesses whatsoever. We're just gonna speedrun death. Same thing for this guy. Fuck him. Sorry, man. We're on a time schedule here. We don't have time to do things the subtle way. We just gotta barge our way in. Alright, let's turn this around. And you know what? Fuck this guy too. They're probably Sarafan collaborators, so screw him. Screw this jackass. Sorry, my dude, but the universe fucked you over. We had to reset the timeline, so now you gotta die. In response. Okay, so... you know what, let's make a separate save for this one on the actual system, a backup, and then we're also gonna save here as well. That way we don't have to do the whole beginning sequence over again. Let's kill this nice lady over here. Get her out of the way. Oh no, first this guy. Look at that, that whole section that took us like 15 minutes. We're wiping it out in like 3.5. So yeah, let's just now that we know the battery, we have to move it over here. Let's just put it at the very end so we can be prepared. Again, I wish Kane could manipulate it in different directions instead of this bullshit, but it is what it is. Funny thing is though, when he was doing that video, he was also complaining about the flaws in Soul Reaver 2, and it's like the oh shit, we're gonna activate this first. It's like they couldn't rework the game, my guy. Like, I guess he wanted a full-blown remake to fix all the stuff that was wrong with the game, which I would have appreciated. I would have appreciated them doing that, but they did not have the time for that, my guy. They were not going to invest, you know, a suitable amount of money in such a large project without making sure that people really wanted it at first. So they had to do the remasters that they did to test the waters for future game releases. And now that we have a new 2D game coming out, I'm guessing it was a success in their eyes. So they were never going to do a full-blown remake without making sure first that people actually want more Legacy of Kain, and Soul Reaver in particular. So they had to test the waters first. So as good as a top to bottom remake of Soul Reaver 2 would have been to fix all the flaws, like, that was never going to happen so long as Crystal Dynamics and Embracer aren't sure that people want more Legacy of Kain. You know, that was never going to happen. So I find it odd that in a review for the remasters, he was attacking certain parts of the game before, because like, it's like, yeah, we knew all that stuff was wrong with it. We knew the combat is repetitive. We knew some of the environments weren't quite as detailed. Like, we knew that already. You're not telling us anything new, my guy. We knew that. Screw this guy. Sarafan collaborating piece of shit. No witnesses left alive. I'm guessing those are either servants or noblemen in their employ. Maybe the people they brainwashed into serving them, or bribed or coerced, but either way, screw that guy. They look like clowns or mimes. Alright. Yeah, screw you, buddy. I finally got the timing down for the block. Nice. I wonder what triggered the bug. Like, was it using the stealth? Was it opening the door? Like, what the hell triggered it? Because if it happens again, we might have to abort the playthrough and go back to like the PS2 copy of Blood Omen 2, which or maybe the Xbox one. I think probably the Xbox. What the hell's... Oh, it's this guy. We do have the Xbox one, but I have a problem with that in that I don't know where my Xbox controller is. There we go. That's a throw. Not that sissy ass throw he was doing last video, where he barely threw him like 2 feet or 3 feet. Come on, Kain, you can do better than that. You're a freaking vampire. I know that's a grown man, but come on, you can throw better than that. Okay, so let's get her blood too. It's more lore for us. Let's hope it doesn't crash again. But yeah, overall, aside from those, like a couple of nitpicks here and there, his video is actually pretty interesting. Like I said, it's called Strictly Fantasy. I know he even has videos for Medieval, which I should definitely view, because Medieval is one of my favorite remakes they've done recently. I was surprised a lot of people didn't like it. Like the guys from Triple Jump on YouTube before they shut down, you know, the Brits. 2 British guys and 1 British gal. They did not like the Medieval remaster. They did not like the Medieval 1 remake that much, and I couldn't really understand why. It seemed perfectly fine to me. seemed like a definite improvement, so I don't know why they didn't like that, but they did not. But he has videos on that, medieval, which makes sense since it is kind of like similar in aesthetic to Legacy of Kain, like not in tone. Medieval's a comedy, pretty much, with Fortescue, Dan Fortescue, but in terms of the look, like it really does look like this, only slightly more detailed. So, all right, here we go. You know what? I'm just gonna avoid mist for now. I'm not gonna use the mist form in here because I don't know when it's gonna crash. So we're just gonna avoid mist. Rely on good old-fashioned brute force. Oh, I got stuck on the corpse. Damn, I tried to dodge, but the other guy was in the way. Frickin' buffoon. Get out of the way, fool. Two for one. We should get that trophy in no time. We're breaking weapons left and right. Kick this guy in the ass right there. Probably crushed his balls as he kicked him. With that force of a kick. This does look like a really nice nobleman suit that somebody would wear. Like I said, I wonder where the Cabal got it from. Or was that from Vorador's personal wardrobe? That'd be something, right? If Kain was wearing Vorador's clothes, or Vorador lent them to him for the time being, you know, to infiltrate the fortress. Just don't get him stinking, Kain. Leave them as they were, with that nice bloodstained smell. Don't get him dirtier than that. Something tells me that despite being revolutionary now, instead of a sadistic overlord in a castle, Vorador still likes his cleanliness. I don't think he'd appreciate Kain coming back in his clothes caked in filth and mud. Blood, on the other hand, that he would approve of, but regular dirt, nah. Vorador strikes me as being superior to that. It does beg the question, though, if vampires couldn't withstand water for long periods of time, how did they bathe? Or did they bathe? Did they just use blood to clean themselves, or is it like certain tribes in Africa where they use sand? Or is it that it was only immersion in water that hurt them? Like maybe they could tolerate it for short periods of time and then they would heal from the damage.
Finish your work and come up. We're locking the main stairs.
But I've just begun down here. We never lock the main stairs at this time of day.
We've had word there may be an intruder.
An intruder? Down here? Yes, I'm all finished here, sir.
Here I am. Here's your intruder. You're next, fool. Here we go, throw him into the water. There we go. Damn. Look at that, he just drowned him. Fuck that guy. Fuck the Sarafan. This is no Sarafan zone. We're gonna kill every single one of them. It's like the old Sarafan as Raziel. We're gonna kill all of them. You think we can ambush that that dude since he has the glyph armor? Oh fuck, we can't. Let's see. Let's test it. Oh, it worked. The armor didn't protect him from that. You're going for a ride, fool. Damn. Damn, he just sank to the bottom like a stone. I guess it was all that. I guess all that armor weighed a ton. Asshole. Yeah, we're gonna kill every one of them. Wipe these fools out. Could have taken 50 years to recover this time. Okay, where do we gotta go? Obviously we can't touch the water. Yeah, like I was saying, I wonder how they kept themselves clean. I mean, they had to have done so, because the thing is, like, Raziel especially considered himself a haughty nobleman, so like he would not appreciate being dirty or smelling like a corpse or anything like that. So they had to have some method of cleanliness. You know damn well Vorador did, so I wonder what they actually did. I don't think it's ever been explained. I know Cain is immune to rain and snow, and you know he can withstand light water, so maybe it's just immersion in water. Maybe you just can't. You just gotta take it slow. You can't get caught, you know, in between areas. You know, maybe it's just immersion. But as long as you sprinkle a bit of water here and there, it's fine. Because that was how that guy was speculating that Rahab adapted to water. Like he just kept immersing himself like little by little over and over in water until eventually one day it just didn't do anything to him. You know what? He would immerse and heal, until eventually little by little his body built up a resistance, tolerance to the water, and then eventually it just didn't affect him anymore. That makes sense. In addition to his evolution, it makes sense that he would experiment on himself to overcome that weakness that even Cain didn't fully overcome. It fits. Especially what we know of Rahab. He seems like a more intelligent fellow than some of the other brothers. Where the hell are we supposed to go? Oh, I think we have to climb. So we can jump over to the other ledge. I don't think Cain himself would also appreciate smelling that bad, right? I think they have to have some method of keeping themselves clean. Maybe something he learned from Vorador. There was no way Vorador was gonna have his house smelling awful. And we drained the water, which that means well, we can't actually go down there and drink. I was about to say that means we can go drink the blood from those two guys, but no, I don't think so. I think we're still it will still be touching the water. Okay, so maybe it drains part of it, I guess. Okay, so let's undo that. Oh, it did drain it fully. Nice. And there we go. We're going for a ride. Oh shit. I was trying to get him to jump off the ledge and actually deactivated it. Oh, we can't do it. Oh yeah, we can. I was about to say we can't do it anymore because of the puzzle, but we can. Just have him step off. Damn, he's frozen in midair. Look at that. We left him frozen in the midair. How the hell is that even possible? What sorcery is this? Look at that. The man is floating in midair. What the hell? I've never seen that ever in my entire history of playing this game. This mofo is floating in midair, like he's standing on a platform. To quote Henry Townsend, what the hell? Look at that. I guess we got the little intro clip that we could use. I haven't been using any of them, the intro clips that I use normally, because this game is mediocre, you know, so I can't be bothered to make intro. Insatiable hunger. I think that means we drained like 200 guys. But yeah, I can't be bothered to make them when usually I can't find anything that exciting enough to warrant it as like a little preview, because we haven't gotten to any of the good parts of the game yet. So I haven't been making the intro clips that I usually do for the other games, but that would definitely make one. I think we're gonna have to put that in as an intro, because that is just too funny. The man is literally standing in midair. I thought he was gonna die. No, look at that. He's standing in midair like there's nothing wrong with what's going on right now. I really hope we didn't glitch the game, but we'll see. Okay, so we're going down the pipe. Yeah, that's too funny. We gotta use that as an intro clip. Even if none of the others get any intro clips, this one definitely needs to get one because we need to highlight that little glitch right there. That was awesome. I just hope it doesn't freeze the game. Imagine if the old Sarafan Knights had glyph armor, how unstoppable they would have been. Because I know in Soul Reaver 2, Vordor said that Mobius's army had managed to do in a decade what the Sarafan couldn't in many years. I'm guessing the Sarafan, even though they had Mobius sponsoring them, they weren't really relying on him for help. And then later on, you know, except for capturing Janos Origin, that was the main component he helped them with. But well, capturing and killing him. But later on, I'm guessing when he formed his citizen army, he gave them much more advanced tools to be able to fight back against more powerful vampires. We may not have seen them by the time of Soul Reaver 2, but they were probably there. Actually, I forgot, we probably shouldn't use Mist because I don't want to trigger another glitch. Yeah, so I'm guessing the reason these were so successful in wiping out Kane's army so thoroughly is because they had the access to the better gear and equipment and the glyph magic. So imagine if the old Sarafan had access to this, they would have been unstoppable pretty much, except for like the higher level tier vampires like Vordor and Janos without the staff that Mobius gave them. I'm saving this special move for one of the tougher knights. The ones that are fully covered in armor, the big guys. That's what I'm saving Berserk for. Or Fury, rather. Interesting thing, this menu is actually a little different in the beta version of this. You can go on the Lost World and see different versions of it. It looks slightly different. Not by a huge amount, but it was just slightly different. It's funny, that stock sound right there, turning the valve, is actually the exact same one used in Resident Evil games. So I wonder if they just took it from a library of sound effects. Got you now, bitch. Go for a ride. Oh damn, you didn't go anywhere. That sucks. You know, let's just kill this guy. We're wasting too much time with him. I wanted to throw him off the ledge, but that's not gonna work, obviously, so it's just... Yeah, I think the game world is preventing him from falling back. Some of them you can push back and others you can, so this guy, unfortunately, I think is stuck here. I wanted to throw him all the way to the bottom, but it doesn't look like that's possible, so... Might as well just kill him now. Alright, there we go. Whenever it switches to cutscene like it, you know you've done the right thing. Is there anything down there we should get? Problem is, I don't think we can... Can we climb back up or not? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, so let's go down here and see if there's anything of note. Oh, hey, we got some lore. They're holding it in a prison cell. I don't know what the hell for, because it's just a treasure chest. I don't know why they would give it its own cell, but there it is for some reason. For some odd reason. You know, the lore is just chilling in a prison cell for no apparent reason of its own. Like, what did that treasure chest do to get in prison and after getting arrested by Sarafan? Did it insult one of them? Did it curse someone out? Like, what did that treasure chest do to deserve being put in there? Or were they just hiding it in there, guarding it from the vampires outside? Or was someone planning to steal it later on and see what was inside, what the contents were? Well, I'd love to help you, but unfortunately there's only one way to help you. There's your help. It's better than doing nothing. They're probably gonna keep you there for a long time and then skin you alive like that movie I just watched over the weekend, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. That maniac cult leader was skinning people alive. Interesting thing about that movie, besides that, the cult leader actually skinned the woman too. Like, normally you only see them skin men, because I guess they don't want to show like the breast getting skinned, but he just skinned him completely. I think the woman actually got it worse than any of the others, besides one man, so. That was pretty brutal, but at the same time that movie did feel, I can see now why it kind of failed at the box office and didn't resonate with people, because it does feel like it's going one particular way. It feels like you're going in search of like a cure, like this doctor possibly made a breakthrough with the infected, and he kind of did, but then it shifts over to being this weird cult story with the boy, I forgot his name, is Spike or whatever, having to try to escape from the cult leader. He's gotten kind of coerced into serving, not brainwashed, but coerced into serving. So it's I can see why people said it was a clash of tones. I don't think the director is responsible. Like, people are saying, oh, it's Nia DaCosta. She made certain crappy movies or certain questionable movies, but I don't think it's the director's fault. I think it's just script. The script is just all over the place, you know. It wants to be like this ray of hope, and then show people possibly show mankind bouncing back from the infection, but then it also wants to handle that cult status too. It wants to handle the cult storyline that kind of started, I guess, in the previous movie, and it just doesn't really work. They should have just chosen one way or the other. You either go full cult or full try to cure the infected. You can't do both. Not in this particular scenario, because like I said, it just felt like both of the stories went nowhere. Except the cult got killed at the end, but yeah, it was just tonally jarring, you know, it just, the tones clashed. Like they were trying to do two separate movies. And it didn't quite work. Oh, that was unlocked. I mean, that was locked. I thought we just had to go inside. They're still doing the third one though, so mad respect for Sony to actually go through with the third one, even though the filmmaker said they didn't really want to because it didn't make that much money. Sony told them to go for it anyway. And yikes, did you hear that crunchy sound right there? Let's spy on these people.
You there? What's the matter? I saw guards running down the stairs.
I've no idea, milady.
Go and find out. Is it a fire, an attack of some kind?
Perhaps we should wait until someone comes and tells us.
Did you hear me? Do you know who I am?
Milady, perhaps I should simply escort you to the garrison. Certainly they would be able to tell you there what is the matter.
Oh, very well.
We should escort her off the out of the premises. God damn, they even had Karens in Nosgoth. That's how bad it is. It's universal. They even have freaking Karens in Nosgoth way back when. You can't escape them no matter where you go. They're everywhere. Especially aristocratic Karens. Those are the worst. Can we kill this fool? We can. Alright, we've been saving it up, so here we go.
You up there?
Damn. Yeah, he's dead. One swipe. Oh, it only uses half of your meter. Nice. Alright, let's pick up this weapon. Now we get to use the big bad, whatever this thing is. What even is that? Is that an axe? What the hell is that? I got no clue. Other than a big fucking giant blade, but what is that? What's that even called? I heard screaming. Is there a servant nearby? I will say it's for the Sarafan. They got some nice digs in here, you know? They got some very nice tables and luxury chairs. Nice surroundings. They got it made. Too bad their leader's a freak from another world, right? But they've got it made other than that. There he is. Come here, fool. Okay, what are we unlocking? Damn, the camera's going crazy all over the place. It's going berserk. What are we unlocking? Because we have the glyph over here, we can't pass. We have the glyph barrier over here. We can't pass over here either. Okay, so I'm guessing we have to turn it off. So I guess it's beside the corridor. I'm guessing it's over here. There it is. Let's switch it off.
Help!
Alright, we turned this one off. Oh, look at that crunchy sound. It's like the earth is trying to gobble up the fortress. What the hell is that? God damn. Never mind, we can't do it. We can't do it. Alright, we've exhausted our meter. And now this guy is dead. Get out of here, fool. I'm not gonna bother myself with you. Get the hell out of here. And here we come to the evidence of our ignominious defeat. The mural memorializing how the Sarafan Lord struck down Cain and killed all the vampires with spears. Look at that. Look at the face they made on Cain. It's so cartoonish, like he's falling off the cliff. Look at that. Almost makes it look like the Sarafan Lord has 4 arms, but no, that's the Soul Reaver. Look at that painting right there. That is a work of art. I would say, even though it's done by scumbags, it is a work of art. I guess that's to remind them of all they fought and, you know, the victory that they accomplished. Although really it was Sarafan Lord doing most of the work. That the knights themselves probably didn't accomplish shit. They're helpless without the glyph magic. So it's probably just the Sarafan Lord did most of the grunt work there. Okay, we gotta get her to open up the door, but I'm gonna explore a bit over here. Damn, the camera's going buck wild. Let him get up first. That way your strikes actually count. Damn, breaking his nose. Oh, he's dead. Nice. Guess he hit him really hard. Yeah, that... What do you think those handles are made out of? Iron? Something like that? They broke the broke his nose real hard. Look at that. Using his magical sci-fi laser on the vampires. The glyph magic. This one's actually kind of decent. It looks like the impaled vampires on a Soul Reaver 2 when you went into the past from the Sarafan. And it looks like they were already adopting kind of like the similar style that Kane would later adopt for the lieutenants. You know, when they had like the trousers and the coverings with their claw feet, and then you had like the bracers and stuff like that. It looks like it's their early style from that would later form the style that the clans had. Also, apparently that's an image from the sequel to Shakan the Forever Man, which for a long time we thought this game was supposed to be a sequel to Shakan the Forever Man, and it had just been reskinned, but apparently no. Apparently that was just a very, very early concept in its history, and then it quickly transitioned into a Blood Omen 2 game. So it was never really that one or the other game called Sirens, which apparently they're trying to turn into like a comic book or something, or they did turn into a comic book, and some people would like to see them turn it into a game, but this game was never that. And I was under that same impression myself, that it started out as something completely different. It wasn't Blood Omen 2 originally, but no, apparently that was just a very, very, very early in its development, and then from then on it really was just Blood Omen 2. It's kind of like the Silent Hill 4 story that everybody believes that, oh, it's Silent Hill 4 was never supposed to be a Silent Hill game. It was always supposed to be a spin-off called The Room, and that's why it's so different and weird compared to the others. And no, it from a very early standpoint, it actually was just a Silent Hill sequel. Like I guess they very briefly contemplated making it like a spin-off, but by and large, from the earliest time of its development, it was always meant to be a Silent Hill sequel. So that was completely false. It was never, you know, supposed to be an entirely original game. It was always supposed to be a Silent Hill game. They just I guess they were just testing out different things, but that kind of misinformation spread in the fandom, and for a long time a lot of people pretty much believed that it was supposed to be a wholly different game separate from the series, and it was just reskinned as Silent Hill 4. And no, that's actually not true. It was always Silent Hill 4. Like there might have been a vague idea early on of making it a spin-off, but that quickly went away, and from the beginning of development it was just Silent Hill 4. The same thing for this, and I didn't know that until recently. From the very beginning of development, it really was just Blood Omen 2. It was inspired in some ways by Sirens and Shakan the Forever Man, but it was never that. It was always Blood Omen 2. The only thing they took from it was just the aesthetic of what they looked like, the world and the enemies later on, particularly one inhuman enemy. But if they hadn't been inspired by that, the enemies just would have looked different, but it would still be the same general game, more or less. It would still be Blood Omen 2. Those other games those other properties are completely different properties that never affected development at all. And Shakan the Forever Man apparently had like 2 sequels on the Sega Genesis, so That's his own series that has been largely forgotten by people.
Greetings, vampire.
You have mistaken me, madam, for some thing.
Don't waste my time. I know what you are. I work for the Cabal. Listen carefully.
Speak then, madam.
The woman you seek is held in one of the upper towers.
Very good. How do I get to her?
Not so fast. You will need to pass this ward gate, and you will need me to open it for you.
Then do so at once.
In due time. First, there is another task that must be completed.
What task?
A nobleman of some importance is visiting the keep at this moment. He must be killed.
So that you may open the ward gate. You think me a fool? Open it.
He must be killed, I tell you. He is a traitor. He has done immeasurable harm to the Cabal. I swear it.
Do I look like a common assassin?
The ward gate will not be opened until that man is dead. I promise you. His name is Artemis. You'll know him by his blue cloak. When he is dead, when his lying tongue has been stopped, I will open this gate and not before. Will you do it?
Apparently, I have no choice.
Go. Kill him, Cain. Rip out his cruel heart. Return when the deed is done.
Oh my god, listen to that crumbling ruin sound. Like, what the hell? Damn, we can't brainwash her either. We have to kill him. I don't think we can kill her either because the barrier protects her. Damn, listen to that freaking noise there. Holy shit.
An average imitation. Actually rather pathetic to the discerning eye.
Damn, he's insulting the art.
I assume the artist was jailed.
So Artemis is a true piece of shit. Not just a traitor, he fancies himself an art critic. Well, you know what? He's gonna feel fear now, because we're gonna kill his ass. I guess we ambush this guy first and then kill the other one.
Did you see that? I'll call the guards. Come here.
Let me save just in case this guy kills us. God damn, he did manage to kill us. That sucks. Oh, we're 60% done, so we're more than halfway there. Oh, do we have to listen to the cutscene again with that woman? Oh no, here it comes. Damn, we can't lift him. He's too heavy. Or else his neck is guarded. At least our lore meter's almost filled. If we're gonna trigger that cutscene again, if it does play, I'm just gonna lower the volume for that moment. Oh shit, let me lower it.
You have mistaken me, madam, for some thing.
Don't waste my time. I know what you are. I work for the Cabal. Listen carefully.
Speak then, madam.
The woman you seek is held in one of the upper towers.
Very good. How do I get to it?
Not so fast. You will need to pass this ward gate, and you will need me to open it for you.
Then do so at once.
In due time. First, there is another task that must be completed.
What task?
A nobleman of some importance is visiting the keep at this moment. He must be killed.
So that you may open the ward gate. You think me a fool? Open it.
He must be killed, I tell you. He is a traitor. He has done immeasurable harm to the Cabal, I swear it.
Do I look like a common assassin?
The ward gate will not be opened until that man is dead, I promise you. His name is Artemis. You will know him by his blue cloak. When he is dead, when his lying tongue has been stopped, I will open this gate and not before. Will you do it?
Baron, I have no choice.
No. Kill him, King. Rip out his cruel heart. Return when the deed is done.
God damn, I had to turn it down to like -5 decibels. Hope it's not too bad in the video. Might have to mute that if it turns out it's overwhelming. I might have to mute that whole cutscene. Those are just some of the audio issues that they've never fixed. Oh damn, there's 2 of them now. Really? God damn. Damn, we have to do that whole thing again? Come on. Ah. That sucks. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna lower it completely the volume and then just it's the sound, right? I think it's just the sound. Let's see if that makes a difference. It's just for that one cutscene because we gotta proceed and we can't skip it. That's another thing about this game. You cannot skip the cutscenes, which makes things like that really annoying. Makes it really annoying. God damn. Come on. Alright, let's go talk to that bitch again. God damn it. You know, we should kill this guy too while we're at it. Get rid of him. That was our mistake before. We didn't kill this guy. God damn, it's so difficult to predict when he's gonna charge. They pack a heavy punch too, so you gotta be careful with him. At least he got more lore. But yeah, now we gotta go repeat that whole conversation again with that whole place sounding like the damn. It sounds like the damn river is crumbling the building. Oh, you know what? We got more guys over here. We can use them for blood. Yeah, let's kill this guy. Yeah, we can use them to replace our blood that we lost from that other fool. There we go. And fuck it, our policy is no Sarafan left alive, so let's kill this guy too. Might as well. No one's leaving this fortress alive. Ah, he didn't get me this time. He thought he had me, but he didn't. Got some more lore out of it at least. Alright, now let's go talk to that damn bitch again. Jesus. It sucks. We gotta repeat the same steps over and over again. Because we can't skip the cutscene. Alright, tell me who I need to kill. We gotta kill that damn buffoon. Are you kidding me? Is it the sound or is it the music? Let's try it again. God damn. It makes no difference. It's the game. Holy shit. What if we switch it to surround? Does that make a difference? Nope. God damn. So yeah, you know, I'm just give me a moment. I'm just gonna lower it down by several decibels so that it's not overwhelming. But just yeah, there we go. We got minus 7. Let's see how that goes. Holy shit. Gonna lower it even more. Minus 12. Let's see. Hopefully that. Because it's loud to me, but hopefully I'm trying to make it much less loud in the actual game for you guys in the video.
Tongue has been stopped. I will open this gate and not
I have no idea what the hell causes that sound issue. Like, what the hell is up with that? When they were doing the sound design for this game, what is up with that bullshit? That is insane.
An average imitation.
Taste my blade!
Damn, he's just watching. Is he dead? There you go. Now they're both dead. Oh no, he's still alive. Screw you. There you go, now he's dead. Damn, so much trouble just to kill one guy. Let's finish drinking the blood from this one. All that trouble just for that one dude. That one freaking Arcritus doofus. Alright lady, we got you your trophy. Now let's head back and open the damn gate. Hopefully it doesn't crunch the atmosphere again. God damn it. Okay, it's settled. I was lowering the game audio, but thankfully it was just that one section. And how convenient, she disappeared, so we can't use brainwash ability on her. We can't charm her into doing something to herself. Hey, my claws are better. Look at that. I think you get that for defeating certain enemies with the claws. Or maybe blocking a certain amount of times. That sucks though, that the audio problems are so pronounced in this level. Because other than that, it is a really cool level for the game, entering the Sarafan Keep, you know, the headquarters of the enemies, and going around killing so many of them. It is a pretty decent level, but it's just that audio is so messed up. Like, I don't even get what the issue with it is. Like, how do you get that damn... It sounds like the damn atmosphere is crunching. Yeah, like, what even is that audio design problem? Like, it just sounds... It's like a crunch. Not Nestle Crunch. There you go. That ability is actually very useful in this section to take care of those bigger guards. It takes them down very quickly. Okay, so here's some lore. I hope it doesn't ruin the cutscene with the Sarafan Lord, because that cutscene is goofy enough as it is. I'd rather not be trying to hear it through like a mountain of crunchy noise and audio issues. Damn, he's got a bedroom here and everything. Does he live here? Or is that just a random guy they invited here for some reason? Probably to milk him out of money. Or milk him dry of money. Also, there's a ladder. Now we can actually climb back down. We don't have to worry about falling off the ledge again. We can just climb back up. From like the central dining room. go over to the other ledge. Oh, and let's save the our status just so we don't have to repeat that whole section all over again. Then we're still 60%. We did nothing. God damn it. Now we made a separate save file. That sucks. I was not trying to do that.
Die, fiend. Ah!
I do wish the weapons also had different strengths and weaknesses depending on them. They're kind of generic and interchangeable. Like, they look cool and some of them are really oversized and others are, you know, they have interesting designs, but they pretty much all function the same way. There's no real benefit to using one or the other. You can use daggers, you can use a sword. So yeah, they're pretty interchangeable. You can use, I think, even staffs at one point, like double-bladed staff, like Darth Maul. But it's just it all works the same. There's no real benefit to using one or the other, so that's kind of a disappointment. You know, it would have been better if each weapon had like its own unique stats that let you take advantage of certain things, or some of them were like one-hit kills, but they were slower, or you know, like in Bloodborne or stuff like that. You know. Have the different weapons be different levels of effective, you know. Some have strengths, some have weaknesses, and I think we're supposed to go down probably the other section. Oh no, wait, we had over there. Look at all those knights. Alright, so we finally got the blocking down pat. We finally mastered that combo. I think it's just the responsiveness of the controller that more than anything stops you from sometimes getting in that third or fourth block. There's nothing you can really do to fix it, it's just a flaw of the game. Alright, there we go, we unlocked the door upstairs. Man, the camera is going buck wild. Holy shit, this is a janky camera. They fixed the camera in Defiance. I didn't have that much of a problem with it before, but I guess a lot of people did. It was more cinematic before, now they made it more like a regular camera in the game, so it's much more effective. It stays behind the character, so that's something I look forward to seeing, how effective the new camera is compared to the old one. Like, I didn't have huge significant problems with the old one, but I'm guessing many people did, if they felt such a need to fix it. I like it they're approaching one-on-one instead of two at a time. How considerate. There goes that guy. God damn it, come on. Just in case we get killed. God damn, really? That is some bullshit. Yeah, your health goes by way too quickly. You know, in this game, whenever you get attacked, it's just you lose huge chunks of it in seconds, basically. Here we go with the crunching sound again. Like, what even causes that to happen? Such a weird game from a development standpoint, like holy shit. You know, let's use this guy to build up our meter so we can then use 2 impressive blows on the other ones. Yeah, we're just gonna use him to build up our meter. And then we're gonna take his blade right over there, his knife.
Taste my blade.
There we go, got a full meter. We're gonna take a sword or whatever that thing is, because now we can go kill those 2 guys in 2 blows, 1 for each, instead of wasting all that effort to try to take them down the normal way. Just kill them with 1 blow each. God damn, Kane got knocked on his ass by the force field. You know what? That guy is never gonna reach us. Yeah, whatever. You can go die. He cannot reach us up here because he can't climb with all that heavy armor on him. So he's screwed. I wonder if we can hit this guy from above. Let's see. If it turns red, we can. There we go. Right in front of his buddy. Damn, look at that. Get out of the way, fool. Oh, I thought you had something, right? Have this. Yeah, take that, you bastard. And that does it for him. He's dead. Doesn't Kane ever get full of drinking so much blood at the same time? Such a short succession. You know, there's such a short distance between feeding. Doesn't he ever get full sometimes? Or is that just a curse of the vampire? You're never full.
Please, don't hurt me.
Fuck off, man. You chose to throw your lot in with the Sarafan. You're dead. No mercy for traitors. Either to Kane or to humanity or Nosgoth in general. So let's save when we hit the next save point because I don't want to repeat that whole section, so. We're almost done though. What did that do? Doesn't seem to have done anything.
My merchants have delivered.
Taste my blade!
I wonder what that guy was talking about.
Where did he go?
Oh damn, we can't surprise because he's not facing the right direction. Until now. Those arrogant noblemen are gonna be the only guys left in the Sarafan fortress after Kane is done. He's just wiping them out. This was what they needed. They just needed one single vampire to infiltrate the fortress and take everybody out. Would have been easy peasy. Vorder could have done this when he was younger. You know, in his bolder days when he was a badass and not just some grandfatherly figure to the vampires. He actually could have done this all himself. You know, he could have wiped out all these guys and killed most of them himself. But I guess that Vorador is gone by this time. What a shame. You know, Mobius's timeline alteration pretty much
Somebody help me, please!
pretty much did him in.
Help me!
No one's coming to help you, my guy. God damn it, freaking Windows restarted. Keep delaying this shit. There we go. I keep delaying it over and over again because I don't want to update to. There we go. We parsed it until March 10 because I don't want to upgrade to the next one, Windows 11, the next version, because when it did that automatically, it pretty much ruined Elgato. The software would not work with the capture card. And who knows what other bugs it would cause. So it's just on They've given me no reason to suspect an upgrade will be an improvement. I'm not gonna do it until I absolutely have no choice. And I don't use this laptop for anything except surfing the internet and you know, and recording games. So it's not like I absolutely need to update it, but it just sucks. Yeah, like when the one time I let an automatic update slide, it ended up ruining the capture card software. I couldn't record any of the gameplay, so fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. Okay, so where are we supposed to go? We went that way. There's nothing here, right? I don't think there's anything here. Oh, it's the elevator, I see it. Or the passageway over here. Oh, and there's some lore. Right under the stairs. Nice. How much do we have left? Oh, 90%. We're almost done. Perfect. We can get the hell out of here and away from all this glitchy mess. At least we killed some Sarafan. We killed a huge number of them. Yeah, that did not serve him for anything. I have a bad feeling the cutscene with Umah is gonna be glitched. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I have a very bad feeling it's gonna be glitched with that awful sound crumbling or whatever the hell that thing is.
Bodies were found downstairs. The intruder is near. I want you to patrol the courtyard.
Yes, sir.
I'll guard the cell. Move out.
Look at the outline of Kane in the distance. Alright. We got the big badass Cliff Knight over there. That guy saw nothing. Even though it's only, what, like 50 feet away from him, he saw nothing. Man, I don't know what happened to the camera. It is unstably shaky right now. It's going buck wild. I don't know what happened to the camera. It does kind of suck that Kane can't use his mist form except in mist. It's not like Blood Omen, you could just call it at will. Oh, what a dodge. There we go, another meal. Almost. Okay, now he's dead. We only got one more obstacle to take out before we go rescue Umah. It's this freaking fool right over here. We can't ambush him because he's got the glyph, but we can jump him in the back. Hit it from the back like a true vampire lord. There we go, jackass. We got the fury for him. Come here, Glyph Knight. Ooh. That hurt. You know what else hurts? This. That hurts a lot, you jackass. Come here. I guess all that heavy armor tires them out. They can only do one powerful attack and that's it. Just one or two mighty swings. Unfortunately, that's not good enough for them. Let's grab that huge sword, even though we're not going to be able to do anything with it because you know, the Umah's behind that door, so the cutscene's gonna play up. But let's just grab it just to take it. Is there any lore we can get over here in the courtyard? Man, if they remade this game in modern graphics and added some more detail to it, it would look really good. Like, they could really do an incredible job fleshing out the world of Nosgoth and Meridian in particular in a remake. Like I said, this is the one game in the series besides Blood Omen 1 that I actually wouldn't mind at all if they remade from top to bottom, because it definitely needs it for sure. It needs a remake to fulfill its true potential, but that's probably not going to happen, unfortunately. But I would love to see it by a dedicated team, that's for sure. Alright, let's go rescue our woman. Meet up with the Sarafan Lord, the Sarafan Hog. There she is right there. Why is she smirking at him?
I thought no one would dare attempt to rescue you. You are either brave or foolish.
You will find me relentless.
There must be a glyph nearby that powers the ward. Find it and shut it down.
What was it that you learned in the industrial quarter? Tell me, in case I cannot free you.
Tell you now, before I am freed. What would you do in my place, King?
I would offer my rescuer a token of trust.
That information is for Borodor only.
Haven't I earned your confidence yet?
You have not rescued me yet.
Very well. I will return shortly.
That's a good point. He is lying. He wouldn't give out the information, but that's a good point. She knows better than to trust him fully, because if she gives him the information, she's got no leverage. He can just leave her there for the Sarafan. You need something to hold over him. And that's the type of manipulation that I think if it weren't directed at him, Cain would actually appreciate it. The fact that she can be clever like that. Oh, we gotta turn off that ward gate. You know, I'm gonna lower the music volume. I want to see if it helps with the cutscene. Maybe we can hear it more clearly, because I have a feeling it's gonna interfere with the cutscene, and I don't want I don't want the Sarafan Lord's words to be drowned out. God damn. Just fell right on our ass in front of her. It probably won't. It probably will just sound exactly the same, but I just want to see. How do you turn it off? It's been so long since I played this game, I completely forgot how you turn off the damn thing. Yeah, like, do you have to race it over here before it fully transfers over? Like, how would you block it from, you know, from blocking the door? Like, do you just have to outrun it? I guess. No, because it's instant. It's already there. So, like, how do you how would you even stop it? Yeah, because the instant we touch the glyph gate, it's gonna transfer the energy over here to this power battery, so it automatically activates. So we're blocked from, you know, we're blocked from trying to disable it. We can't go inside. Oh, maybe we have to wait until it's fully over there and then we go inside? Yeah, because right now it's over there. So this area is blocked. We can't do anything with this because the switch doesn't have any power. Yeah, I don't get it. How can we stop it from activating the barrier inside? Because it automatically reforms the barrier at the door. We're not fast enough to beat it over here and get inside. So how do we shut it down? There's probably something blindingly simple that I'm just missing completely. Can we destroy the glyph things over here? Doesn't look like it. Damn, what the hell do we do? What do we do then? Is there like a separate exit that we can... No, we can't climb because of the glyph barrier. So how do we solve this? I always forget this section. I think when I used to play this game for fun, I think I always forget how we actually have to do this. There's a trick to it, obviously, I just don't remember what it is. Is there anyone inside there? Doesn't look like it, so... How do we solve this? God damn. I don't get it. You know what, I'm just gonna look it up. I'm just gonna look it up online, because I have no idea how to solve that. It's probably something blindingly easy that I'm not seeing. Blood Omen 2, Chapter 5. Chapter 5. There we go. House of My Enemy. I just gonna take a quick peek and just look at... Oh look, there's Calypso. Let's mute that so that we don't get in trouble. But yeah, there's Calypso. He also makes up videos regarding Legacy of Kain. Okay, so here we are at the bottom. We open up the door. Umah tells him off. She's not going to give him the information until we open up the glyph gate. So let's see what he does. Okay, so he went back outside. I want to see what he does with the switch. He went back outside. Okay, so he switched the door to activate the barrier at the front door. So what's he gonna do now? Oh, it activates. I didn't notice that. Let's keep this like that for now. But I did not notice when you do activate the barrier, it's supposed to open up the side entrance. That's how you get in. Over here. I did not notice that before. Wait a minute, it's not opening in. There's supposed to be a door over here that opens up. Don't tell me it's glitched. That would suck if it's glitched. Yeah, let me double check, but it's supposed to open up the side door. Yeah, because he took out the 2 guards. There's a cutscene with Umah. So there's the cutscene with Umah. Oh, I see. You have to pull the statue. Never mind. I see it. Never mind. Let's give me that sword. Let's turn this wheel. Yeah, you have to activate the statue. If you don't pull on the statue, the secret entrance won't open. Here it is. There you go, man. I told you it was something so blindingly simple. I was missing it completely. There it is. So we just go in from the side. Look, I haven't played this game in like 7 years before this. Like I don't remember any of this. You know, in terms of the specific directions. I remember the story and the enemies, but I don't remember minor details like that. There we go. Let's rescue her. Let's see, hopefully it will not interfere with the Sarafan Lord's dialogue, but I have a bad feeling that it will, so hopefully we can actually hear the motherfucker say what he has to say.
You're hurt.
It's nothing.
House of my enemy.
Get to the roof. Once I am outside these ensorcelled walls, I can use a spell to transport us back to Sanctuary.
Alright, let's go. With our fine-looking elfin face that Kane has now.
No!
At last.
What living soul disturbs my order? What creature dares shed the blood of my servants?
He had the sword. Soul Reaver, the prize I had won a lifetime ago, was in his foul possession.
What is this?
You know me.
No. You were utterly destroyed. So easily. Your name was drowned in the backwaters of passing time. All your plans were set alight and seared to smoke and ashes.
Let those words be your epitaph.
You dare dream of killing me? That fantasy was quenched in blood long ago when I defeated you. And yet, you have learned nothing. Such a pathetic creature. Dare you to challenge me again?
Die, fiend!
No, Kane!
Your death is fated at my hands. How many times must I teach you that lesson?
He is too strong for you, Kane. With the Soul Reaver, he can kill us both. We must flee and fight him when we are stronger.
No! Release me. That demon of filth is mine.
I am your fate, Cain. Now and forever. However long you delay, you will come to me for your sins.
That line is so cool if it weren't for the janky looking cutscene.
Umah, alive and safe. Cain, you have all our thanks.
I can follow orders when it suits me. We met the Sarafan Lord.
He showed himself?
He is a touch more powerful than I expected. And he has the Soul Reaver. Strange that you did not tell me this at the first.
You are not ready to fight the Sarafan Lord. I told you that.
It was only by good fortune that we escaped. Vorador, I must speak with you.
You have information for us, I know. You may speak.
I was in the heart of the main factory in the industrial quarter. Before the guards discovered me, I had found a huge central chamber that housed some kind of magic portal. This portal looked into a place the likes of which I had never seen before. And this portal was held open by a single source of magic, a stone set on a pedestal. Vorador, I believe it was the Nexus Stone.
The Nexus Stone? Of course.
What is this thing? Explain.
The Nexus Stone is an item of great power. It can bend time and space to create doorways to any location within Nosgoth. I know not why the Sarafan Lord would be using it within the industrial quarter, but we could put it to great use.
And what use is that?
One who wears the stone cannot be harmed by the Soul Reaver.
And is this but a legend, to be proved false at the fatal moment?
Oh no, no legend at all. It has been proven. The Sarafan Lord wore the stone when he defeated you 200 years ago.
What?
How else could he have resisted the power of the Soul Reaver? You were unable to use the sword's power, and without it, he was able to defeat you.
Then I shall take the stone and use it to kill him. But know this, when I recover it, I will also claim ownership of it. I trust that is understood.
Then you commit yourself to fighting the Sarafan Lord? There can be no turning back.
I was committed to that from the moment you revived me. Nothing will turn me away.
So be it. You must use the subway to reach the industrial quarter, which lies in the northeastern part of the city. Find your way past the gate that blocks the townspeople from entering. But perhaps we may leave that to your invention. Umah?
Once in the quarter, look for the main factory complex. It is there that the stone is held.
I will return with the Nexus Stone and the Sarafan Lord's head.
The animations are so bad in this game. Jeez. Such a downgrade from Soul Reaver 2. Yeah, that line he says about being drowned in the backwaters of passing time, that line is so cool. In reference to Cain, it is just wasted because of the goofy looking animations.
I left the relative safety of Sanctuary and ventured once more into the night. The industrial quarter of Meridian was, I discovered, a heavily guarded fortress. Rather than assault it directly, I stole into the workers' commons and began my quest for the Nexus Stone there.
So that was why the Sarafan Lord was able to fight with Cain and not getting killed in 2 hits by that blade, because he had a stone protecting him. Even though that's really like a type of MacGuffin I actually don't like that much. Oh, here's this magical, mysterious weapon that nobody had ever heard of before.
More guards about than ever these days.
I seen 2 of the bastards yesterday and 3 today. Ooh, they make my flesh crawl. Can they talk? I never heard them. Why so many of them nowadays?
Well, they must be here for our protection.
Okay, so those people disagree with the Sarafan, so we can spare them. They're not like the noblemen we've seen before. We're gonna save here. Alright, so we got to chapter 5. That was a long one. I still have no idea, even after so many years, what the hell that glitch is with the audio. That it just literally sounds like the freaking atmosphere is crumbling into like a gigantic, like it sounds like what it sounded when Janos' fortress collapsed in Soul Reaver 2. That's what it sounds like, that the whole something large and like a mountain or something is just crumbling into ruin. I have no idea what the hell causes that audio glitch, why they never fixed it. They had to have seen it or heard it at some point and they just left it as it is. Like, you expect me to believe nobody ever brought that up? That means this game was never play tested, which would explain a lot. But yeah, there it is. And I think this game probably needs a complete, first of all, it needs a complete remaster by Aspire. now that they're done with Defiance, but then it also needs a complete remake from the ground up. Like if they want to try their hand at making a brand new Legacy of Kain game, and they want to give whatever team is in charge some experience with it, this will be a pretty good project here. Hand them Blood Omen 2. Get connected to Amy Hennig if she answers your call. Pay her however much money she wants, and then give them some guidelines and basically tell them, here you go, fix this mess. Bring it up to code with the other games. Have it be the same level of standard quality that the other games have, you know. Fix this mess, you know. Then fix this shit. That would be the ideal project for them, to give them some experience. So if they fix this one, then you can trust them with a brand new game. Because I think that's what Konami did with Bluebird. They could have had them start with Silent Hill 1, which would have been a very complex and gigantic project, which is what they're doing now. And we probably won't see it until next year, but they could have had it start with that. They could have taken a chance on them and given them an assignment of a brand new game, but no, instead they gave them the easiest one, Silent Hill 2, and basically said, here you go. Remake this, and if it turns out alright, we can trust you. And that's pretty much what they did. And now they're doing Silent Hill 1, and they stated that they want to do their own original Silent Hill. So they got some experience of that project. You know, it gave them the necessary knowledge and know-how and tools to be able to actually properly create a game in the series. And I think that's what you need for a team working in Legacy of Kain. I think you got to give them this specific project, you know, and tell them, here, remake this from the ground up, and if you prove yourself, you can have a shot at a brand new game. You know, fix this shit, fix this gigantic mess that Crystal Dynamics' previous team made, and if it turns out alright, we'll trust you with something bigger and much more important, you know. And if it doesn't turn out all that well, but it's still better than this, then at least the game is brought up to par with like the other games in the series, at least Defiance. Maybe it won't reach the heights of Soul Reaver 1 or Soul Reaver 2 or Blood Omen, but maybe at least if it's at least equal with Defiance, it'll be time well spent. You know, you can consider that a job well done if they're able to bring this game up to code and have it be at least on par with Defiance. That would be the ideal, optimal goal. But yeah, like I said, it's probably never going to happen. The game's just not popular enough. Like, even Legacy of Kain fans kind of hate it. You know, who knows what Amy Hennig thinks of it. She probably dislikes it too, so it's probably never going to happen. But this will be the ideal spot to start with a bottom up, you know, from the ground up remake of any game in the series. I'd start with this one. Maybe even over Blood Omen 1, because Blood Omen 1 will be a gigantic project. That thing will take easily like 3 or 4 years. I'd start them with this and have them proceed from there. But other than that, other than the gigantic audio glitches and the jankiness of the cutscenes and the repetitive moves of the combat and the gameplay, other than that, it's not that bad. Like, it's not, like I said before in the previous video, it's not super terrible. It's just not very good by Legacy of Kain standards. But as a generic action platformer, you know, slash hack and slash or melee, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call this, melee brawler, hack and slash, like as a generic action game on the PS2, it's alright. You know, it's much better than a lot of the other crap that several publishers released. You know, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. You know, it's just not a very good Legacy of Kain game. But as a standalone experience, it's okay. There's some fun to be had in it, as you saw there. We can find some amusing glitches occasionally, like the guy floating in midair, and it is satisfying to kill the Sarafan over and over again. You know, even though I wish the blood drinking animation would be slightly shorter, just a tad shorter, it's still satisfying to kill those bastards. Especially knowing the lore and knowing who's really controlling them. It actually is pretty satisfying to wipe them out. So yeah, we're gonna continue on. I wanted to do 1.5 chapters per video, or even 2 chapters, but that's just not possible. I'm seeing now that the chapters are way too long, so we're gonna stick with the format of 1 chapter per video, and hopefully eventually we'll get to Defiance by next week at the very latest. But that's it for now. I did play Resident Evil Requiem and started that, so I'm gonna continue that after this. And then we'll get back to Blood Omen 2 again after we play some RE Requiem. So thank you for watching. I will see you again next time on Blood Omen 2 on the PS4. See you later, everyone.